It's simple to believe that being lazy is a character flaw and that you must feel guilty about something you've neglected to do. Leon Seltzer, a psychologist, says that guilt is useless. He said, "My experience, both as an individual and therapist, has led me to conclude that laziness as an explanation of human behavior is practically useless. Everyone experiences times when they are less motivated and feel less energized. It's normal to experience these feelings. If they increase in frequency or duration, we may begin to perceive ourselves as lazy. Our goals become less significant, and we could begin to doubt our capacity. There are several elements that can hinder our productivity and goal setting, making us believe that we are lazy. When barriers arise, they may be situational, or they may be brought about by our own tactics or mindset. We need to identify what might be affecting our failure to achieve our goals. What you may perceive as laziness may simply need changing up your strategy and letting go of old, harmful behaviors. In this video, we are going to present you with 7 ways to stop being lazy, so you could get rid of laziness and get a grasp on your productivity. Number 1. Accept your own laziness. If you despise the thought of being lazy, you probably won't like yourself very much. This results in a cycle of negative self-talk, which has a negative impact on mood and raises stress levels. Your efforts to complete tasks in every area of your life might be thwarted by a negative self-talk. Negative self-talk includes telling yourself that you're lazy. By using constructive self-talk, you may silence your inner critic. Try your best to motivate yourself by positive self-talk. It will make you feel much better. Change negative thinking like, "I'm such a lazy," to "I needed this rest." A bad attitude and a lot of stress reduce productivity, which further reduces self-worth. Learning to accept your own laziness is the key to getting out of this. You don't have to feel guilty about trying to overcome your laziness. Number 2. Break tasks into manageable chunks. Often, just starting is the toughest thing to do. Make something as simple as you can to eliminate internal resistance and actually perform. It's important to keep in mind how to get started, which will require some resolve. If, however, exercising willpower has never been your strong suit, don't let it discourage you. Willpower is not required for the full operation. For the first few minutes of each time block, all you need is willpower. This is because it's simpler to maintain motion once you get going. Choose objectives that actually inspire you. Once you've determined your objectives, divide them into manageable chunks. Consider that you want to write a research report. The steps include selecting a topic, doing the research, coming up with a thesis statement, and finishing the paper. To keep track of your plans, try keeping a notebook. Number 3. Prioritize your sleep. According to a National Sleep Foundation study, a 10 to 30-minute nap can increase your motivation and productivity. If you struggle to sleep better at night, you should limit your daytime naps. Avoid screen time before bed. If you're determined to use a device at night, invest in a pair of blue light blocking glasses to reduce exposure. Every night, set aside time to unwind. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night to feel rested. Our energy levels can be significantly impacted by our sleep habits. You can feel more productive by developing a healthy sleep regimen. Maintaining your energy levels throughout the day and being able to start the day with more energy make the sleep schedule valuable. It takes some discipline to do this at first. You'll see a significant difference, though, after doing it for a week. Number 4. Set awareness alarms. Like ordinary alarms, awareness alarms function similarly. They ring at random intervals throughout the day. These alarms are meant to make you more conscious of how you spend your working hours. If you're like most people, you occasionally fall into laziness unconsciously. For instance, you might hastily check Twitter and swipe through 100 tweets before realizing the phone is in your hand. By setting awareness alarms, you can avoid this. These alerts sound periodically in an irregular manner at the times you specify. Consider what you're doing for a second when they go off. Ask yourself whether it is beneficial or what ought you to be doing in its place. When an awareness alarm sounds, take a time to reflect. You'll eventually figure out how to stay away from the things that have been making you lazy. Number 5. Surround yourself with motivated people. The people and surroundings you are in matter. You will catch the vibes of those to whom you are surrounded by. Energy and attitudes tend to spread quickly. If you are surrounded by people who have a pessimistic outlook on life, it will be difficult to avoid experiencing the same negative feelings. On the other hand, you'll feel more motivated if you're around upbeat, optimistic, and highly motivated people. Hiring them carefully or interacting with them in a group are all ways to find these people. Too frequently, despite our best efforts, we do not surround ourselves with the motivators we need to see our goals through. Find motivated, like-minded people who can assist you in quitting being lazy all the time. Ensure that the only way you will reach your full potential is if you realize the pursuit of it is not a solo act. Number 6. Minimize sense of perfectionism. It's difficult to minimize perfectionism. If you have a tendency to put forth your best and feel guilty about doing anything less, the surge in perfectionism is having a negative psychological impact. Perfectionism is the enemy of productivity and has the ability to make you feel lazy. Minimizing perfectionism didn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of time and effort. Research revealed that a high perfectionism score increases a person's probability of dying by 51%. Recognize and accept that all work has flaws, just like you do, and that's just fine. People are becoming more overly critical of themselves and other people as a result of this rise in perfectionism. Additionally, it's contributed to a rise in anxiety and sadness. Expecting perfection is linked to avoidant coping, which makes you avoid dealing with challenges, according to a study of college students. Number 7. Let yourself be lazy sometimes. Our productivity is never higher when we are stressed. We require inactivity and peace. Therefore, reduce your workload and give your brain a break. Be lazy for some time and enjoy it. Get away from the productivity mentality. It's okay to give yourself permission to be lazy occasionally. Realizing that you are a human being frees you from having to work nonstop. Dedicate some time to yourself. Spending time being lazy can help you unwind and refresh. When you spend some downtime in a more thoughtful manner, you're inspired and motivated to return to work later. Therefore, be sure to value and completely enjoy the downtime you carve out for yourself. It will be to your advantage in a number of significant ways. Instead of listening to what your mind craves, wait for it to tell you what it needs. Everyone deserves the occasional lazy day, and being lazy isn't always a terrible thing. Changing how you approach specific activities could help to learn how to stop being lazy. You don't have to let your lack of drive prevent you from reaching the objectives you desire. To overcome laziness, choose a strategy or combination of strategies that work for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to stay tuned to such helpful content. Thanks for watching.